Monica, and today you can call me Steel Samurai Melty. Because today, we're back with Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. This episode, they're called episodes, right? This one is iconic. This one is one of those, it's an oldie but a goodie. It kind of keeps coming back. It's not really a spoiler. It's a good one. It's a classic. But before we get started, I've been cleaning out, doing a lot of organizing, and look what I found. I don't know where I got this. Look at him. Beanie. In real life form. This is, it must have been in some kind of catalog or, no, it looks like a flyer. They didn't rip it out. Oh, I got it from the movie theater. Well, there you go. Now you know. They have like ad things and stuff. So we got Maya. We got Edgeworth looking exactly how he should. We got Mia. I'm so bad at the reverse. This one. Yes. And other people, which I don't think you know yet. Oh, the judge. You know. You see him? Yeah. It's a good time. I haven't seen this. I heard, though, I've seen the, what's it called? Like, memes of this, where the people who watch in the courtroom, they all, like, fall over like an anime. Like, they do anime things that look absolutely insane in real life, which I love, and I want to see this. I don't know. I'm sleeping on this movie. Objection! It says in big. Yes. I learned so much Japanese from this series, by the way. Mainly the anime and reading stuff online, but you learn a lot of very useful words. You might not think, but you do. You learn stuff. See? Beautiful! Anyway, I'm gonna recycle this because it's kind of beat up, but I thought, oh, and then friggin' Larry. You see Larry? He's blurry. It's fine. You're not missing much. Anyway, that's that. I wanted to share since it was Feeny related. Here to get started on this new chapter. Also, I'm gonna try to be better about pacing. Was it that I was bad at pacing, or was it that I didn't have a lot of time to record? Maybe it was both. That I'm setting more time aside. I think what I'm gonna do is try, well, we'll see how long it is, but I'm gonna try to do investigation and maybe the first trial, because I know this one's split up into pieces too. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how long this intro will be, but I'm gonna try to break it into better blocks going forward, at least attempt to. Yeah. So, without further ado, you ready? Let's do this. Alright, let's do this. Grah! You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. This is so freaking hype. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon. For it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Magistrate? Whoa! Magistrate is one of those words that you don't hear anywhere else. The warrior swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. But magistrate, that's like a pretty specific to Japan word, right? Or do they use it for other things too? I don't really even remember what that means. It's a thing. It's a title in the feudal Japan times. My ancient Japanese teacher would be crying right now because I remember none of that class. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright and Co. Law offices. Let's do this. I'm so excited. That rocked. Yeah, Maya knows what's good. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. Was they have a TV in here? I guess. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Everyone knows the Steel Samurai. Ta-da. He looks like such a doofus though, right? I don't know. Right? It's not just me. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Feeney's only a couple years older though, right? I mean, he's a baby too, but I mean, he's not a teen, but he's a baby too. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24. Oh, he's 24. 24. Alright. It still feels very young for being this kind of lawyer, ne? With your own law. I mean, the law office thing kind of happened, ne? We got a promotion when Mia died, I guess. Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they ask grade school kids what they want to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. So, I guess lawyers do kind of wait around for cases, huh? Unless you're one of those people who is like on TV. Have you been injured in a thing of my bob? Call this number. Those ones, you know? Or the ones on the bus. You know, they always have those bus ads. A month has passed since my trial. I'm off to a very rambly start. I apologize. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Little do you know it is. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Ooh. Ring. Answer it, please. That's high-pitched. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's so early. Wait, we don't even get to see his room. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy in that show? Yes! They're saying that a Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. Samurai spear? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. I feel robbed. I feel like we should have been able to see Feeney's office. Not office, his room, his bedroom. Or just his apartment? House? Probably apartment. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're worried about paying this one's rent. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Maya's here, watching television. Does she live here? Maybe she heard on the news and she ran over here. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. I forgot that was the subtitle of this show. Neo Old Tokyo, you gotta love that. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate's costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Would they be that specific about crime online or on the TV? Usually they're like, this person got murdered. Well, no, that's not true. They'll say like 16 gunshot wounds or something like that, so maybe they are more specific. Nah. Police believe this was the murder weapon and investigating further. This has to be a joke. Oh, that's not my, whoops. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Feeny, you gotta oh, Maya, you gotta change the phone ring. Girl, it's real annoying. Yes, Wright & Co. law offices. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. I like how Maya decides this. What is her function? Secretary? And troublemaker? Mascot? I think she should be all of those things. Alright. And the mascot's face should look like this at all times. I like the puff cheek. It's very cute. Alright, what to do? Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on the sightseeing. Yeah, me too. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Okay. Can I look at the plant? His favorite potted plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately, it looks a little healthy. Or, no. Oh no, she's overwatering. You can't do that. It's tempting. I am a plant mom that tends to overwater because I worry about them. Don't swell up your plant, Maya. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Oh no. Anyway, let's move. Let's move. Let's roll. October 16th, Detention Center Visitors Room. I forgot this guy looked like this. That's a strong patch of chest hair, sir. What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Why? Way to judge just on appearances, Maya. Dang. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Who do you think was inside the suit? Someone who looked more like the Steel Samurai? Someone more robotic? It is weird. And there's part of me that's like, I know the Muppets are puppets, but I refuse to accept this. You know what I'm saying? So like if you see the arm or something, it very much upsets me. So I guess I understand. Yeah. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of Steel Samurai now. Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. He looks like somebody, but who? I don't know. What's on his tracksuit? Like a little Sherlock Holmes pipe? Like, you see that? Right above the talk button? For what you have. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast has come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 a.m. that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. After evening? Well, I guess 5 is kind of afternoon. I don't know. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. That is a big hole. Jeez. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear, and no blood in sight. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, it kills me, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? What are you talking about? That's fantastic. Powers' alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Wait, I'm covering! Hold on, I gotta move! Who's that? Who's that one? I don't know. Who is she? Rehearsals was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late to the rehearsal. Oh, jeez. That's not gonna look good. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What would the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios, I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Alright, I think that's all we can do, ne? So, let's, Studio Main Gate! This is definitely not Universal Studios. No, it's not. October 16th, Global Studios Main Gate. Wow! So this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey! You there! Who is she? You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Well, no, we're lawyers, but do lawyers get access to crime scenes in Japan? I feel like no. Youths today with their waste time to place. There's no different jobs you should be doing, or lawyers not working the rest of us. Maybe I should become a lawyer too. Sounds like a life of ease to me. You're just working around and loafing as you please. I'm never too. This is my tip. But prance around in strange hippie clothes. What are the youth coming to these days? My son hasn't called in. Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Dang, Feeny. Hey, listen to when you're being spoken to. Youths today. You gotta love Oldbag. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... That face and this, I love it, I love it. No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. What are the 3 little things in her hair? Like, they look like little jelly beans. I don't think they're that. They're little, not jelly beans, but you know those little, like, candies? This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago now, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer? The victim dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. What are you talking about? Sometimes the villains steal the show. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it. Believe me. Wow. That's mean. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. Wow. Mean. That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts, enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer, you can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. And maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. We only have the map, right? No, we don't have anything. Just well, we gotta ask him for one, eh? Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Why are you gonna lie to him? Right? Not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. I would be real with them. We need a... Oh, here. Actually, let's talk about stuff. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never... See, I don't play games. I would just be like, look, sir, this lady named Oldbag, she said she saw you, so what's the dealio? I would just say it, you know? Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but she lets you see... But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let it up on you. Oh, she's got some nerve. You think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. There we go. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Hold on, BRB. Okay, we back. Here we go. Gotta present this to you. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter from request from Mr. Powers. Hmm? Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick! Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you! Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Okay, cool. Thanks, Maya. Bye! Let's be on the move. Outside Studio 1. The head fell off. The tree fell over. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey! Hey, friend. What's that? The tweeting birds? Aren't you the murderer from the other day? There are tweeting birds. How lovely. Ah! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Ooh. You hurt Gumshoe, don't hurt Gumshoe. I mean, it's the truth, but don't hurt him. He's a big puppy dog. You really wounded him, Maya. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. This is true. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Oh. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always next case. Yeah, suppose you're right. Heavy chest breathing. Hey, What exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. What's up? So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. I'm sorry about what happened last time, pal. That's okay. We got out of it, you know. Time of death, 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. Alright. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went in the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Well, we still gotta look around. Let's not get too carried away here. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. What kind of donut, though? There are different tier lists for donuts. All of them are, well, most of them are good, though. You can't go wrong with a donut. But some are better than others. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that's a photo? Photo? Oh, I do remember this. This one I think I remember pretty well. The photo of the steel samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See that camera up on that gate, pal? Mm-hmm. The gate, you mean the one with the welcome sign? Mm-hmm. Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished! Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha, ha, ha. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go! We got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. I mean, I can't blame her. If you're like a big fan and you're not usually allowed to come here, you would want to like look around and stuff. We gotta look at stuff. Like, let's look at this first. Camera. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. STI... Oh, no, it's not STI. ST1-307. That must be the camera ID number. Okay, I feel like that's gonna come into play later. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh, you sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? Yeah, let's look at this. Studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey. Monkey? Of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? The nose is weird, man. He's holding a sign in his hand. Maybe it is a monkey. I don't know. Right to Studio 1. Left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took down that tree with it, too. That's weird. Right? There's gotta be something with that. I don't remember that part. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep non-employees out. So we need a card key. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts! Can't blame her. I guess all cops like their donuts. I think it's humans. Nah. Is there anyone who doesn't... Do you not like donuts? Is someone out there who doesn't like donuts? You gotta like at least one type of donut. There's so many. I didn't read! I didn't read! You could have read I didn't read. I accidentally pushed it twice. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied with Powers is guilty yet? My favorite is old-fashioned. Preferably preferably glazed, but on one side. Because I don't like too much sweet on it. You know? I used to be able to eat Krispy Kreme and I liked it as like a teen. But now I cannot eat Krispy Kreme. Oh my god. Like my body rejects Krispy Kreme. I get such bad heartburn if I eat even like a piece of it. But I used to love them. They're very American, I think. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She has to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. We need the card key, ma'am. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Why don't we ask for her name, ne? Oh, that's... I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know? Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see? The guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1, and the murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Yeah! Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? Oh yes, he was the greatest, the bearded samurai? That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic, I can tell. It can tell when someone walks through the gate. See, why wouldn't you have it just be like a, what's it called, like surveillance camera that like records as opposed to a picture? That feels like weird, right? But whatever. I guess whatever. Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But don't bother. I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Well, hold on. I wanna, since we're here, before we move, let me examine, or she's gonna freak out if I try to look over here. The computer that runs studio security cameras. Hey, no touching! Okay, well, I just wanna look, ma'am. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employees area. To the left are the actual film studios. Okay, that's fine. Let's just go. October 16th, Global Studios, employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There is Powers' dressing room. No one's here. No one hears this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. It's food still. Let's examine. Oh, no. We cannot look at the towels. I can look at this. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone. T-bone. There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. Oh, it's a steak. T-bone. I don't eat meat, so I don't really know what part this is. It looks like ribs though, right? But it's not. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? I have a second stomach just for noodles, I think. We're gonna play that game. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snack or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait! Look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. Wait. The window? A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Okay. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to have the star. To be the star and to have your own room like this. Okay, let's... It's not locked. Let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. That's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Just, you know, they won't miss it. It's fine. They won't miss it. October 16th, Global Studios. Dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Alright, well, we got the nap zone. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. A bag? This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee keycard. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Okay, cool. Let's keep looking around. Tea set. Bunch of snacks on the table. They must be given to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. I think... Oh, this? Regular suits among the costumes here. Those would be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. I think we're good then. We really got everything. Well, we got the key card. We needed that, nah? We go here. Oh wait, investigate this? I wonder if this key card we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep. It opened! Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Alright, cool. Let's go. 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. They use tape, huh? I don't know, I thought they used chalk, but I guess chalk would kind of rub off and that wouldn't be so great, you know? Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. It would be weird to see, like, this tape on the floor of, like, oh, this is where someone died. I don't know. That would be pretty rough, I think. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate's costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expect a spear stabbing would leave at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Hey, look! That's a chair director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clapped at the start of filming. This one, right? And look, a megaphone. A real life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. What's this? What's this? That's a reflecting light. Oh, I meant the green thing, but I guess it's the board. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. Yeah, lighting's very important, eh? The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Or maybe the steel samurai. She's being serious. This ladder? Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry. This girl is out there. It's a step ladder? What? Huh? Looks like a backdrop for a stage. It's supposed to be used in a Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain. That's the mountain. Neo Fujiyama. Okay. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? On a clear day, maybe. Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. Neo Fujiyama. That's hilarious. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that! Oh, God. This one! Your name is like a penny or something cute. This one. I forgot about you. Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't. Who are you? Penny! Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers, WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? I feel like WP feels weirder to say than Will Powers. He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Well, let's talk to you. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was at the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area. That's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. Oh. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. So he's the one who ate the steak, nah. But I didn't see either of them after that. Okay, this was useful. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came into the studio, then he has to be the killer, even if they even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day just afternoon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employee, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here on that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Let's talk about sensing someone first. So you sensed someone other than a regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. Think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Yeah. Nick, what about the... Okay, I know. If someone else came in this... I know. I just wanted to talk to her about it. That's all I wanted. Okay. Maya, stop rushing me, Maya. Okay. Oldbag. Hello. Why are we having this? We've been here many times now. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Hi. What? I saw the suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her! She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths wherever the tomorrow and saying other things. Well, when I was young, let me tell you another thing about respecting our elders. Back when we were crying in shame of the youth, please don't pour the... She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. The computer that runs the studio can't... Okay. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yeah. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera is turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Oh, frig. Oh, wait, tab. No, it's not in here, right? Oh god. Oh god. It was, this one? There. Entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Oh, frig. No, I know what it is. It's one of... It's the other one. I didn't remember, game. I'm sorry. Okay. It's this one. Here we go. Hey! It printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him? I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only other one in the computer. Okay. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said! Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? Think so. I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? Alright, this is good. This is good. This was a good amount of thing, and then we can do the trial based on this. I think if we do investigation trial per VOD, it'll be a little bit more smooth. Yeah. Alright, we back. October 18th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 4. Our friend is back. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Our favorite little puppy boy. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court? Yes, sir. I'll explain with this guide map here. Alright. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? I feel like the Studio 2 that we were at, or that we weren't going to be at, that blocked the way, that'll come into some... That stuff's going to come up later, right? The fact that that whole area was blocked off has to mean something. Okay. This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of the action scenes during the morning here. We didn't look at that side. That gate was open. Did you see that? This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant, Penny. I feel like, can we use people's names? I guess people will forget, so that's why. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. Okay, because when the victim walked through the gate at 1, there should have been a picture of him, right? But that was deleted or something. Because we had photo number 2 of the killer. But was it really? Well, I don't think so. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we're missing a picture of really the victim going through that gate part. Okay, jump ahead later to that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. At the time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest, was a murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? I'm okay. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security at the lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their name. Wendy. Oh, that's right, her name's Wendy. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. Even when I was young, well, Oldbag was not really my name, but anyway, the children made fun of me because of it. Can you believe it? But then there was this boy in the junior chess, and he called me Oldbag when I cried and cried. Objection. I object to the witness talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate of the day of the murder, correct? Yes. Yes, see? I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Alright, witness account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 p.m. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, I don't know if this is right. I don't know if this is right, but I'm thinking what we do here is... Or is it? This one. We have a picture of what she saw, and what she saw was not Will Powers, it was someone in a costume. So I think we present this then. I don't know if this is right, but we're gonna try it. Let me get this straight. It's right. You know why it's right? Oh, you can't see. There's a bar. I can't. It's gone now. But there's a bar that's behind my camera picture, and if it stays up if you're wrong, and it'll go away if you're right. So, let me get this straight, Oldbag. Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about this man in the photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. It's someone smaller than him because the pants are dragging on the ground. I don't think it's supposed to do that, you know? What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, this is the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof. Why did you call her Wendy? Miss Wendy? However, you do not have the proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Humph, nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution will ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. She's just wildin'. You gotta appreciate Wendy's gusto. You know what I mean? The man in the photo. I never said anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? The pants are so long! So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her. Okay. We gotta press her. Until she squeals, apparently. Like a little piggy. Okay. Maybe the last one? She saw him trip and fall. He broke one of the props. What prop? He broke a prop? Sure did. It's his own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. We better write this down in the court record. Okay. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Sprained his ankle pretty bad. We didn't talk to him about it. But I'll press. Pressing doesn't seem to hurt you, I don't think. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. This one? Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers. There's gotta be more to this. I better keep pressing her. I'm gonna press her on the second to last one. Ah, no! Well, Nick, find any glaring contradictions? Well, she seems pretty sure that Powers is in that photo. I guess I'll just press her. I know. I didn't mean to continue going forward. This one. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. It's so long! The pant is so long, right? So he was walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot. See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper. Shoot. We pressed her here, we pressed her there. We pressed her here? We just did this one. I don't know what else to press. I didn't mean to go back, but it's fine. Let's keep pressing. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's a still samurai, the poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and, me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then? I'm gonna push everything, because I don't know. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the steel samurai. What a laugh. So Power sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant, then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue. Okay. He broke one of the props. I already pressed that. Sprained his ankle. Oh. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is? Where is the steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. That's weird. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows a steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. I almost said Mr. Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Witness's account continued. Okay, good. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True? The only person I saw go to the studio before them was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Oh god, that's so little to go on. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. But I feel like this is an easy way to frame somebody, right? Because how dumb would you have to be to wear your own costume, knowing there's a camera that's going to take your picture, you know? Okay, that's fine. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking, right? No one else went there. I'm gonna push this too, because I don't know. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. But I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Someone could jump that so easy though, right? Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. I don't know. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? All the windbags sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. All the windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? What are we missing? I feel like I need to present something. That's true, though, right? No. What else do we have? Maybe this, because it says photo number 2. I don't know if that's gonna be good enough, right? Hold on, I gotta present at the right time, too. I'm gonna try to present here, but it might be wrong. I don't know. It's not wrong. It went away. Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken at the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passed by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know what it means. It was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for 1 photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it was really the only photo? Okay, there we go. Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. The evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for 1 of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Eh? Watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. And, like, if it was the victim, why was it deleted? It would have just been him walking to the studio, right? Well, yes, that's what I would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? That's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out 1 photo that day. Miss Oldbag! This is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. I think we press her. on this, right? Get more information? Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased? Humph, a fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. That! See? The grate had been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade? Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers. Yes! Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the steel samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. Oh god. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Huh. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, you will present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. Wait, are you for real? No! A 2nd and 3rd grader is not 10. Under 10. For sure under 10, right? Anyway, whatever. The photo we do may have not been hard evidence. But there is still no one else who could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Do we blame Penny? Right? We could blame her. It's, like, feasibly it's not going to be a child. And I'd even argue that it's a hard sell to say Oldbag did it, because she's a lot older. And, well, I don't know. Order, interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind, however. Be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as the stakes weren't high enough. Okay, here, I'll show you the bar. because it's an important piece to the story. See, normally it doesn't flash the red, so you don't know what the stakes are. But whenever I ask something, it comes up, and then it'll go away if I presented the right information or something. I'm gonna actually, I'll hang out. I'm gonna hang out over here for a bit. Hold on, please. Okay. I'm gonna go with the assistant girl. It was the assistant. It went away, so I know I was right. The steel samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the steel samurai. So you're saying the steel samurai in the picture really is the assistant? The interesting thing with this one is I remember certain points. And I remember certain characters. And I think I know who did it. But I don't know for sure. I don't really remember. So, it could have been Penny. I kind of don't think so, though. I want to believe in her. She seemed really sweet. That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the steel samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh. Bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury. But the pants leg is so long. Are we not going to talk about that? It's so obvious to me. Powers and poor Hammer were at the run-through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. And she didn't know about Powers' ankle. Oh, frig. But maybe she was dragging her leg because the pants were so long. Because it doesn't fit her body. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the steel samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the steel samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. Ugh. That kind of takes the legs out from under that case. So he got penalized, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid I have to penalize you. No! As I've warned. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. May we move on, Mr. Wright? This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please. It can't be the child, right? It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag. I was wrong by it going away means I'm safe. Who? The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about this morning's injury, maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What, whippersnapper? Order. This is true, Oldbag. Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai's costume. And slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so y'all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. That's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this whole way. Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy? The one whose photo I erased? He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it to be nice to kids and be mean to your elders, they whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Do I? Ah, the card key! The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness like to care to comment on this? Humph. The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. And we got around okay. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Mrs. Wendy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Wow, everyone's so mean. Something Oldbag. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. We did it. We did it. Wait a second. Or not? I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all on about? Have you admitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Just kidding. Here, I thought we made it out safe. My lips were sealed. I think, though... Well, no, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to curse anything. Okay. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. I think we push this. Who? Who are these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Oh, yeah, that's true. Of course! Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had the meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Yeah, it was blocked off. Well, if you look at the guard map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue a cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... But what? I'm gonna press one more time. Because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like something's up, but I don't know what to do. This is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Okay, then take a break, I guess. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Mrs. Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Couldn't wrap it up in a day, could ya? Edgy boy. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Oh, or should I... We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We'll have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. I don't remember these people. So now's my chance to get the material for a cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. I don't either. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. This is good. I think this is a good rhythm. So then, next VOD, we'll investigate. Yeah, we'll investigate and then we'll do the next trial. And we do them in chunks of that. I think are way better than you investigate and then we take like a week off and then next Thursday we do the trial and then it's like, what was going on? This is a better format, I think. Yes, so let's wrap it up for today. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. I like this one. This one's cute. I like it. Maya getting all excited about Steel Samurai. It's cute. Wendy Oldbag. She's the character, but she's got her own charm, I think, even if she's a little chaotic, I guess. And since I don't fully remember, I think I know who did it, but I don't really know. It's exciting. I know certain things are gonna come up and be important, but I don't really remember how or why. So yeah, we're gonna do more investigating in another court trial. I think this is in 3 parts. Maybe? Or is it only in 2? I don't know. Whatever. We'll find out together. So, until I see you and whatever I see you in next, remember to be kind to others, especially yourself. Take care and I'll see you later. Okay, bye-bye!